Okay, I am going to review something in the notes, notes on split screen and computer screenshots in this video. So I'm asking you all if you get to Module 1 inside the CIS web resource page, and then scroll down to the notes, and then right-click, and I'm going to ask you guys to open in New Tab. Okay, so I have notes here referencing the steps that you do to put yourself in a split screen. But I'm going to work through this with you in this video as well. So down below here, you see something here is the ebook can be found here. All right. This is a link that you'll eventually have to work through this ebook. But I'm going to work with you right now on dealing with this ebook and maybe a Word program and getting both those two windows in a split screen. So if I go ahead and right-click on this link right here in ebook, so I'm going to right-click and open a new tab. All right, and so I'm asking you to do that. I already have it open, but right-click and open in a new tab. All right, and so this is the ebook that opens up. All right, what you see here, and it's several pages long, and I think it's a total of about 19 pages long that you'll have to work through. But at the same time, I'm going to be asking you guys to work through a Word document, all right, at the same time reading the ebook. So if I come to my mouse and I minimize this down and I try to then push this window to the right, you can see how this window snaps open. Now, I'm going to go into the document folder where the CIS is, the Module 1, and by now you should have the file memo downloaded. And so for practicality, I'm going to right-click and simply open or double-click and open memo, the memo as a file that we downloaded. Now you can see how the Word document maximizes this memo. So if I bring this down by hitting the middle button and I take my arrow on the top of the blue bar and push it to the right until my arrow hits over, I now have a Word document that's in a split screen of the ebook. So as I need to enhance this document, following the steps by steps in the ebook, I can do that pretty well. Now, what happens here above on the Word document ribbon, your ribbon may be condensed. So there could be times as you're working that you may be having to maximize this Word document to define the control in the ribbon and then bring it back down. If that makes sense to you guys, with if I give you guys some practice on this, if I maximize this Word document, do the little steps, and then bring it back down to the left-hand side so you can see and read the ebook. Hello. I'm now going to discuss with you how to take a computer screenshot on a Windows PC. Okay, I'm back on these notes, the notes that says notes on split screen and computer screenshots. And if you scroll down below, then I was just talking about, you see something that's referencing how to take a computer screenshot on a Windows PC. And I've given you some basic steps, but we're going to be using a tool from the computer called Snipping Tools. Some of you guys may have used it. This may be the first time I'm introducing to you. So these are the basic notes of how to launch it and get the snipping tool. When it's open, you'll see a window like this at the very bottom, okay? Part of, if I go back to Unit 1 page, part of using technology basics is you capturing some screenshots to prove to me that you have done these tasks on your home PC, on your home environment. It's just you're following the protocol of making your machine ready to be a CIS student. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see here, snipping tool. If I go back down to the search bar on Windows and I type in snipping, all right, and I just typed in snipping, and you can see what populates up is snipping tools. So if I click on that snipping tool right there, it should populate and open. This is the environment of this snipping tool. Now, some of the things that I may be asking you guys to do is capture your bookmarks. I'm not going to go in there, but as you can see here, I have 3 bookmarks. So by all means, that would be one of the things that you have proven to me, that you have done these 3 items. So I'm going to go to the documents. I'm going to go to CIS. I'm going to go to module 1, and I'm going to open up, let's say, that template file. It's a Word document that was completely blank, okay, with referencing what we created that has your footer at the bottom. Now, with that said, first thing I'm going to want to do is rename this file. All right, and I'm going to give it a name real quick, because I think in the directions this is use of technology basics. I'm going to call this same file of what we have called it inside this area right here, the use of technology basics. That's the file name I'm going to want you to ask you to use. Okay, so when I load up the Word and I go File and I pull down the menu, File, Save As, I'm going to go Browse, File, Save As, Browse. Notice that it's still pointing in the same area, Documents, CIS, Module 1, because we're opening up the template file. But I'm opening up simply to give it a name change. So if I delete the word template, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm asking you to type in using technology basics as what I have down here in the file name inside the CIS folder, inside the module 1, I'm naming it using technology basics. Okay, so as this opens up, you could see here I very well may put that same verbiage at the top here. Maybe something that's using technology basics, as I kind of copied it down from the website, using technology basics. This defines what this assignment is when it loads up. So I'm just going to save that and minimize this Word document. And maybe one of the first steps was to document to me that you captured some of the 3 bookmarks. So here we go. If I put my mouse over top of this snippet program right here where it says new, now you do have the capability of doing freeform, window snip, full screen. I like to just keep it on rectangle snippet. All right, and if I go new, all right, and I select new, my screen kind of shades out, and I'm going to snippet the program that you see right here and let go. All right, I snipped it part of the square of the favorite bar. All right, so now if I come up here and copy that and then come into back to the Word document and simply do a Control V or a simple come up here and hit the paste button, that'll paste that screenshot of those 3 items. And you may want to call it favorite bar. Okay, so that is an example. I'll show you another example real quick. I may ask you to let's say take a snippet of some of the items in your taskbar down below. So if I click on the new and I come down to the taskbar and I highlight some of those controls that you had on the taskbar, I see them down there. You copy them, and you go to your Word, your program, and simply hit the paste button. Now you have a representation of showing me your taskbar. And so you may want to type something in there that says task bar. You have shown me that you have taken a snapshot of what your taskbar. So I'm going to stop there with representation of taking screenshots, which you very well may need to be doing throughout this unit and more modules forthcoming.